I've just watched an interview on Sky News with the Liberal Party member Dave Sharma completely disregard women's rights and women's needs in regards to the current legislation where people cannot identify as whatever the hell they want, pretty much. I'll add it to the end of this video if you want to have a look at yourself. The problem is not something that you can just disregard it, right? So look at this. This guy did absolutely horrific things to his own 5-year-old daughter. I will also add a link to the article on my YouTube video descriptions if you want to go in there and have a look at it and read it yourself. I won't go into more detail because it is just horrific and so disgusting what he was doing to his 5-year-old daughter. Okay, so the normal sentence for what he did is 25 years. But of course he then decided, I'm just going to claim I'm transgender, right? And have a look at this. He has managed to bring a 25-year sentence down so low that he will have parole after 2 years and I think it was 8 months. Where is the justice for the victims these days? Like, where is the justice for the victims? And also, is this man now going to be in a women's prison? He's not even been ordered to go through therapy because they are saying that he's not a threat because he was coerced by a man who took advantage of him being a woman.
All right, Senator, just before we let you go, I've got a very tricky question for you that politicians right around our country have been struggling with all week. I want to see how you go. The official policy of the US government is now that there are only 2 genders, male and female. So I want to ask you, as a high-profile Liberal Party senator, 3 questions. How many genders are there? What are they? And will that be reflected in government policy should you win the election?
Well, in my view, there are 2 genders, male and female. And in my view, the policy on this is settled. I mean, we've got guidelines on this in the Australian government go back to 2013 when the Sex Discrimination Act was amended. My view is if it's not broke, don't try and fix it. I think, I'm watching what they're doing in the US with interest, but I don't have any proposals to change how we go about this in Australia.
So the coalition won't embrace the pro-women's rights movement and push back against trans ideology?
I think our priorities are addressing, people's cost of living, power bills, grocery prices, electricity prices. I mean, fundamentally, we think the most important duty of our government is to keep people safe, give them an opportunity to get ahead, and that's what we'll be focused on. Just before I let you go, I've got to push back slightly because there'd be a lot of ladies watching saying, well, our priority is the safety of our daughters, fairness in girls' sport. Is that not a priority for at least half the population? Oh, I think those are important issues. I think, making sure that, women are safe, whether they're playing sport or they're in correctional facilities or anywhere else, is an important consideration. And I think we always need to make sure we keep that first and foremost, that people's freedom to identify how they want to in terms of the gender does not impinge upon the rights and safety of others. Now, that's always going to be a live issue, but I don't think we need to be headlining a policy area on this when I think Australia's under so many other pressures.
Oh, well, I mean, it's a global issue at the moment, Dave Sharma. We'll see what happens in the lead up. Appreciate you joining us as always. Thanks so much.